Hello, welcome to Analog Circuit Design online lecture series. Myself Rima Rawal from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication. In this session, we are going to see the unit feedback amplifiers, and in this unit today's topic is classification of amplifiers based on feedback topology and feedback concept. So, now in this unit we are going to study the feedback amplifiers. That means what? We are going to see the amplifiers having some part of the output fed back to the input. So we are going to see such kind of feedback amplifiers, different classification and the topologies and the feedback concept. So let's start with that. So let us see first one, classification of amplifier based on the feedback topology. Let us see which are the classifications based on the feedback topology. So first one is voltage amplifier, second one is current amplifier, third one is transconductance amplifier, and the fourth one is transresistance amplifier. So based on the feedback topology, these are the main four classifications. Let us see first one, that is voltage amplifier. So here in the circuit diagram you can see the voltage amplifier having the output equation AB into VI, where VI is the input voltage, which is also given as AB into Vs, where Vs is the source voltage. Now if you look at this circuit diagram, here Vs at the input side is indicated, having the source resistance Rs, input resistance Ri, the AVBI voltage dependent source with RO output resistance, RL load resistance, and from where the output is obtained. So here output resistance is very less than RL, right? So this is the voltage amplifier. Now let us see the next, that is current amplifier. So as you have observed in the first one, that is in this case voltage amplifier, here voltage dependent source is there. Now in the current amplifier, here current dependent source will be used, and as also at the input side, input current is given. So if you look at the circuit diagram, we have source current Is with the source resistance Rs and the input resistance Rn, and current dependent source having current gain Ai and the input current Ii, having the output resistance Ro and the load resistance Rl. Here output resistance is very greater than RL. If we obtain the value of current gain Ai, that is given as IL by Is, there is load current divided by source current, which is IL by Ii. Also we can say that load current equals to Ai into Ii, or else Ai into Is, that is source current. Okay, so this is the current amplifier. Please remember the difference between this voltage amplifier and this current amplifier. Identify the difference. Okay. Now next is transconductance amplifier. Now what is transconductance amplifier? So as you have observed in the first one, voltage amplifier, at the input side and here both are the voltage sources. Same way in the current amplifier, two current sources are there. But here in transconductance amplifier, one voltage source and one current dependent source is used. That's why it is called as transconductance amplifier. Okay. So from the circuit diagram you can see that the source voltage is Vs, input resistance is Ri, source resistance is Rs, where input resistance Ri is very greater than Rs. Here the current dependent source is Gm into Vi, where Gm is the transconductance, Ro is output resistance, and Rl is the load resistance. Here output resistance Ro is very greater than Rl, that is load resistance. Okay, so this is a transconductance amplifier. Now let us see the next one, that is transresistance amplifier. So here if you observe this transconductance and transresistance, In transconductors, the first one was voltage source and the second one is current dependent source. Exactly opposite to that will be trans resistance, where the first is current source and the second is voltage dependent source. So here the current source is Is, resistance, source resistance Rs, input resistance Ri, and here this is Rm into Ii, which is connected to the load resistance. Okay. Now let us see the next one, concept of feedback. Before seeing this, I hope that this four difference is clear to you now. This is a circuit diagram of voltage amplifier. Two voltage sources, Vs, ABBI. Here in second, current amplifier. Two current sources, Is, AIII. And third one, transconductance amplifier, where first is voltage source, second is current source. And in the fourth one, trans resistance amplifier, first is current source and second is voltage source. Okay. Now let us see the concept of feedback. We have said that we are looking for the feedback amplifiers. So what is the concept of feedback? So here in this diagram, first stage is the mixer stage, where two inputs are mixed. Which are the two inputs in this mixer block? First one is source voltage Vs, and the another one is the feedback signal, which is coming from the feedback network. So basically, if we look at this block diagram, there are main four blocks. First one is mixer block, second one is amplifier, third one is the sampling network, and the fourth one is the feedback network. Okay. Source voltage is given to the mixer stage, it is given to the amplifier stage, then it is given to the sampling network, and from which the output is obtained like this. Here the part of the output from the sampling network is given back to the input through the feedback network, having the feedback factor beta. Okay. So here Vf, that is feedback voltage, is given as beta into Vo, where beta is the feedback factor and Vo is the output voltage. If we say what is the feedback gain? So feedback gain AF is given as A upon 1 plus beta A. Okay. So AF is also given as Vo by Vs, that is output voltage divided by source voltage. So this is the concept of feedback, and this is indicating the amplifier with feedback. Okay. Now from this, let us see the example of this. So in this given example, the data is given as, in a negative feedback amplifier, A is 100, beta is 0.02, and input signal voltage is 40 millivolts. Determine voltage gain with feedback. That is the first question it is asked to find. Second, it is asked to find the feedback voltage, and the third one, output voltage. So in the given data, three things are asked to find: voltage gain with feedback, that is AF, feedback voltage, that is VF, and output voltage, that is VO. So let us see the first one, voltage gain with feedback. So the formula is given as AF, that is equals to A upon 1 plus beta A, where A is the amplifier gain, which is given to us as 100, divided by 1 plus A, that is 100, into beta, which is given as 0.02. So we are placing this value. If we simplify this, we will get the answer 33.33. So this is the value of voltage gain with feedback. Simple. You just have to place the values in the formula. Now let us see the second one. Second one is asked to find the feedback voltage. So the formula of feedback voltage, Vf, is given as beta Vo, where beta is given 0.02 multiplied by Vo, output voltage, that is given as 40 millivolts. So 40 into 10 is to minus 2. Okay. Now third one, Vo equals to AF into Vi. Here this is 40 millivolts. We are placing this. So we get the output voltage 1.33 volts. Okay. Here the mistake is that beta VO is not there, VI is there. That's why we have taken input signal voltage 40 millivolts. Okay. So the first answer is 33.33. Feedback voltage is 0.08 volts and output voltage is 1.332 volts. We just have to place the values in the formulas given to us. Okay. Now let us see the feedback topologies. So first one is voltage series feedback, current series feedback, current shunt feedback and voltage shunt feedback. These are the four main topologies for the feedback amplifiers. Let us see the first one, voltage series feedback amplifier. So if we say voltage series feedback, it means that we are taking voltage sampling plus series mixing. That means we are sampling the voltage, that is input, and we are having the series connection or series mixing. So as you can see from the diagram, series mixing is done at the input side and here at the output side voltage sampling is done, and this is taken back for the feedback network. Okay, here Vf is the feedback voltage. Now next, current series feedback. So here current series feedback indicates that we are getting current sampling plus series mixing. So current series means that it is a combination of current sampling and series mixing. So here we are getting the current sampling having the series mixing at the input side, and current sampling is done at the output side and giving back to the feedback network. This is called transconductance amplifier. Now the next is current shunt feedback. So in current shunt feedback, it is a combination of what? It is a combination of current mixing, current sampling and shunt mixing. So here at the output side, current sampling is done and shunt mixing is done. So both will look like this. This is called as the current amplifier because both having the current configuration. Okay. The source current is Is here. Now next is voltage shunt feedback. So voltage shunt feedback is the combination of voltage sampling and shunt mixing, right? So here voltage sampling is done at the output side, which is given back to the feedback network, and shunt mixing is done at the input side. This is called as the trans resistance amplifier. Okay, so these are the main four feedback amplifier configurations. Try to differentiate that and understand the difference between all of them. Okay, these are the references. Thank you. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching.